Hey everybody, Pete Meyer, Motor Age Magazine here, and I'm with Scott Brown, president of a relatively new online community called the Diagnostic Network. Now, we live in the age of the internet. It's been around for 20 plus years. It's provided a lot of resources to us as professional technicians, but there's some pitfalls to Googling for that search or for that repair that you're looking for, and that's what is the actual quality of the content that you're getting? Is it truly factual, and is it going to actually help you fix that car? Well, the Diagnostic Network could provide a solution for you. Scott, tell us a little bit about how the Diagnostic Network came to be.
So Diagnostic Network was founded to help the technician repair the cars of today and tomorrow. And what we're trying to do is establish a platform that promotes a learning culture and connects the technicians with each other and the industry that supports them. So this would be the people that are providing the tools and services, training, technical support, and so on, so that we all understand what our needs and wants are. And that will ultimately help us all, successfully repair these advanced vehicles that are, coming through the bays today and especially tomorrow.
Now, I also noticed, too, that when you go around and look around the Diagnostic Network, which you can find, by the way, at diag.net, it's not just a forum, a series of posts. There's actually a lot of educational resources for techs who want to go and check it out.
Yeah, so on the education part, we want educators to come in and help us, because we're getting some knowledge from those folks, but we're also training each other. The technicians are sharing some best practices or case studies that they discover. They may find a new technique that they can use to apply, an analysis to help them get to the root cause of what's happening with the automobile. As a technician myself, over the years, I've done things a certain way and felt pretty comfortable, and then I see somebody comes up with another way to look at this, and I go, oh my gosh, that would have saved me so much time if I would have known about it in the past. So that's the beauty of the network, is to try to promote the professionalism, develop a learning culture, demonstrate best practices around how you conduct yourself, how you apply yourself, how you communicate. Also, the communication is critical, right? So as you begin to articulate, or you start to explain things, or how you explain a condition on a car, and then how you, applied the test and then got the result, the description around that is very educational in itself. So some technicians may struggle with actually articulating or explaining things, and if they can see it used in a best practice manner, they can gain an advantage by playing that forward and bringing that communication at the shop floor. And so when they're communicating forward to the service advisor or what have you, that repair translates into a more valuable product. So ultimately, I think it should benefit everyone.
Yeah, and I think if you're like me and you're a little long in the tooth, you were around long before the internet was around. Mm-hmm. And back in those days, if you had an issue in the shop, you would check with the guys you work with. Maybe you had a few other shops in town that you shared those with.
Yep.
But now we're in an era where we can literally share with people around the world. And I think one of the things that we've seen in a lot of these similar communities is people who are just looking for that quick and easy answer. Yeah. They're not there to learn, and I know that in the past that's resulted in cases where people kind of lose patience. They don't become as involved. You don't have that issue with the Diagnostic Network.
No, we want to help others, but right now what we're seeing is some pretty high level dialogue. But we do have the opportunity for somebody to come in and ask a question about a vehicle. We would hope that somebody would come in and say, this is what I'm working with, this is where I'm at, this is what I understand, and that they want to get some information. I would hope that they wouldn't be just looking for, hey, what part do I change? How am I going to apply myself to validate what is needed to be done on this vehicle?
So if I read the mission statement of the Diagnostic Network correctly, part of that is to help professionals grow to raise their skill sets, no matter where you currently are,
Right.
whether you're one of the top level diagnosticians, and there's several that are on the network, or you're like a young man that we spoke to earlier who is young and trying to build those skill sets. No matter where you are, if you come in with that open mind, that open heart, and you do your homework, that you'll be able to grow no matter where your current state is.
Sure. So where I'm at today, I've always tried to pattern myself after others that are better than me, smarter than me. So I've found that if I hang around with people that are smarter than me, I usually will listen and end up benefiting. So you can do the same thing inside of Diagnostic Network by hanging out with the best of the best, and also helping those that are down at the lower levels and they're looking to explore or expand. The only way that they're going to be able to figure this out is if they learn from others and see how they apply themselves.
Yeah. So at the very least, guys, if you're looking for that answer, that solution to understand that new technology, whatever your challenges might be, go and check out the Diagnostic Network. Even if you don't have all the answers, odds are someone there will, or at the very least be able to point you in the right direction, and you don't have to worry about getting vetted with some Google source that isn't 100% what it should be. So Scott, thanks so much for telling us about the Diagnostic Network, and as always, it's been a pleasure.
Hey, thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Thanks.